My name is Sabin Agha, and I'm a journalist and a documentary filmmaker based in the southern part of Pakistan.
What was your impression of Israel before you visited?
I'll give you a very honest reply to that. I'm a kind of person who, have a very I'm very objective, and that has to do with my profession as well. I do not judge countries. I do not judge, ethnicities. I do not judge religions. I do not judge people based on all these affiliations. For me, the entire world is an open ground. So as far as the Israel is concerned, despite the fact that, throughout my life I have been fed with a particular kind of a negative narrative through my education system, through the state, through the society in general, through all aspects of life, through media as well. And whatever that I came across about Israel was only in the terms of a conflict, not a country in itself that, there are people living there, there is a culture there, there is a religion there. It's, a country which is beyond a conflict, a country which is beyond a war. So the only information that I had about Israel was in the context of war with Palestine, the war with Hamas, a conflict, an armed conflict that is going on. So I had no doubts when I got this invitation by Sharaka through a friend. So I actually had no doubt at the back of my mind that when I will go there, it will be completely, the experience will be completely the opposite of what I have been, I've come across in terms of information. And so when people here asked me, I've met a lot of people during the trip here, over the week. They asked me, were there any surprises? I said, no, there were no surprises, because this is what exactly I was expecting. These are the perceptions, these are the myths that I wanted to, to find out and debunk. And I had a pretty good idea that, the Israeli people are just like us, just like normal human beings. It's a country which has a 1,000-year-old history. It has civilization. It has culture. It has a religion. Yes. So do I. So do us. So what makes them so different? What does it has done to Pakistan to have that mention, or have no mention of in my passport that it's valid for all countries except Israel? I wanted to find out what Israel has done to Pakistan, and I found out completely the opposite to it. That whenever we would even go to a restaurant or meet people on the streets, if we mentioned, I'll be like, what if I mentioned Pakistani? I'm from Pakistan. How are they going to react? And there was there was opulence of smiles and warm welcome, that, oh, you're from Pakistan, welcome to Israel. So it was completely the opposite of what was there. So my question was left unanswered, that what Israel has done to us. So I've learned and unlearned a lot of things.
Take that back home and flip the story. And you're sitting with friends and you're telling them about Israel. Are they going to believe you?
Some of them are going to believe. Why? Because they are like-minded people, and they are the people who want to believe in, peaceful coexistence. Some of them, in fact, have, on different passports, been to Israel. So I got to know a little bit about Israel through them as well. But yes, generally speaking, it's not going to be accepted. I took a great risk. I took a great personal risk to come down here. But that doesn't make me, Felice, a hero. I'm not a hero. I do not have any intentions or any desire to become a hero or martyr, for that matter. I'm just a normal human being who's trying to explore the world. I'm a global citizen. I'm trying to explore the world. And Sharaka gave me this opportunity to get to know, to explore Israel from the other side, to give me the other perspective. I mean, we've been to all these places, and I must say I was very much impressed with the progress, the technological progress that Israel has, been through. And I think these are the areas, technology and business, which, Pakistan and Israel must, we must collaborate with each other, and Pakistan can learn a lot from Israel in these sectors and benefit from each other.
You bring up a very important point, because if you look at the Abraham Accords and the normalization that has taken place between Israel and Arab countries, much that has gone down, some of it that has been public, some not, is about exactly that. And even further than that, defense contracts, which I'm sure Pakistan is in high need of. Are there people in government who are colleagues that you feel you can address some of these issues without it interfering with your security?
That is a very, very interesting and a very difficult question as well, because so far I haven't come across anyone in the government, because I'm a journalist, I get to know, the mindset of the people, I get acquainted with them, and we have, so far, whoever I have spoken with, even if personally the government officials, they want relations with Israel, but publicly they cannot, because there's going to be a lot of public backlash. I remember, even though when the recent war broke out on October 7 and the follow-up of that, I did not see any high-profile public protests against Israel. They were very small-time public protests against Israel. But one of our friends had just mentioned that, and I am aware of that information as well. That it was deliberately stopped from taking place, the anti-Israel high-profile or large anti-Israel rallies to take place in Pakistan. So there is somewhat hope, there is somewhat will, but I think it's going to take a lot of time and effort, and I must say that effort from the Israeli side as well. It's not just one way, it's not just, it takes two to tango, it takes two to clap. So I think it needs, the Israeli government needs to do, needs to connect with the Pakistani counterparts as well, maybe with a roadmap. And also, if, in the Muslim world, if we see in the Muslim world, what the state line in Pakistan has been in the past, the track record is that, we always look for our politics and other in trade and business towards Saudi Arabia. And so Saudi Arabia is like our holy land for us because of the Muslim country. So if, the Muslim countries take, a positive track towards Israel, I think then Pakistan would have, a bit of a, opportunity. It will take this opportunity, and they will feel at ease to, connect with Israel.
In a perfect world, you would go home and you would think, what is this documentary I can do to tell my people about what I saw in Israel? If you produced that documentary showing the real side of what happened since October 7th and about Israel itself, what would happen?
I don't think that it is going to be, it's a very honest answer. I don't think, like I said, I do not have any desire to become a hero or a martyr. But having said that, I'm a filmmaker, and that is what my job is. I'm also a journalist, and that is what my job is, to look at the both sides of the fence, to look at the both sides of the coins. And as a filmmaker, what we try to do is we focus upon universal human themes, and Israel is one of the culture of Israel is one of the universal human themes. The sufferings of the citizens, the common people who had nothing to do with the armed conflict, like the female hostage that we met at the near Oz area. I hope I haven't mispronounced it. So I mean, these are. She's a mother. She lost her husband. Children were like in trauma. She was in trauma for 54 days. Same goes for the story of Shireen Babas and her family. Like, she was killed, and her 9-month-old and 4-month-old children were killed. It's just the husband that was released. So these are universal human themes, like, to connect people with people. So this is what we as filmmakers do. So I will try my level best to show that suffering, to also and also show the culture of. I'll be more interested in showing the culture of Israel, which is like very welcoming, very warm.
Last question, how's your English so good?
Well, I don't know the answer. Maybe the education, and I also learned. And I had a very, very good friend back in university. She was from Africa. She was from Kenya. So I got the opportunity to practice my English with her, and also I would watch films and read English, novels, and write down sentences to use them in my daily life.